this is All of Me by John Legend. This is a song that requires a capo on the first fret. If you don't have a capo, you should probably go ask your mom and dad to buy you one. Be like, hey mom, buy me a capo. Alright, so these are the guitar chords to All of Me by John Legend. And it requires a capo on the first fret, so if you don't have a capo, you can still play it in standard tuning, but it'll sound like a little bit off and you won't be able to play along with the recording of the song or anything. So if you have a capo, great, put it on the first fret. And I'll just talk about these standard chords as if second fret is first fret. So if I say put your index finger on the first fret of the B string, I actually mean the second fret, but I'm going to say first fret because it's the first available fret after the capo. So let's go ahead and get started. You start on the E minor chord, so your index finger goes on the second fret of the A string, your middle finger goes on the second fret of the D string. You just strum all of them, make sure they're all ringing out. Sometimes I like to pluck one string at a time just to make sure everything's ringing out. And the strum pattern I'm using is pretty simple. It's just down, down, up, down, up for each chord. So a little slower. Down, down, up, down, up. One more time, slower. Down, down, up, down, up. All right. So after we play that E minor, we're going to switch to C. Now if you look though, your middle finger is already sitting on the second fret of the D string. So you can leave that one there and just bring your index finger down here to first fret of the B string and your ring finger up here to third fret of the A string. And then we'll do the same strum pattern there. Down, down, up, down, up. So far we've got E minor to C. So let's switch back to E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Alright, so that was E minor to C. So now let's look at the next chord. We got a G. So the way I'm playing G is your index finger, second fret of the A string, where it was for E minor. Your middle finger, third fret of the low E. Your ring finger and pinky sit on the B and high E string, also in the third fret. Same strum pattern. So we'll just use the same strum pattern for all these chords. And then finally, when we switch from that G to that D chord, we could leave our ring finger there because it's already on that third fret of the B string. So you just bring your index finger to second fret of the G and your middle finger to second fret of the high E. So all those together. Alright, so it'll go through that twice. So let's try that. Okay, so right there we're going to switch to A minor for the pre-chorus. So your first finger, or your index finger, goes on the first fret of the B, middle finger, second fret of the D, and your ring finger, second fret of the G. Now this one gets 2 times through the strum pattern, so now we're going to go from there to G, then to D, and then repeat all that. And then I like to pause, just kind of strum that D and let it ring out, because that's what he does in the song. He kind of pauses on that D chord right before the chorus. So let's take a look at the chorus. 2 times through the strum pattern on G. Then we go to E minor. So look where your index finger is. It's on second fret of the A, just leave it there. Just add middle finger underneath that on the D string. So each one of these chords gets 2 strum patterns. And then C. So this next chord here is kind of funky. It's a C over D. So the easiest way I could think to play that, you're on C, leave your index finger on that first fret of the B string, and then what I try to do, if you can't do this, that's fine, but I actually mute out the low E and A with my thumb a little bit, and you get this C over D chord. And it gets 1 time through the strum pattern. And then from that you'll go right to the D chord for 1 time through the strum pattern as well. So all that together, the whole chorus from the G, E minor, C, C over D, then it goes back to the intro progression for the tag, I guess you could say. So that's that E minor part, first part of the song. Alright, thanks for stopping in and checking out the lesson. I hope that it was helpful to you. If you want to learn how to play some more chords and strum patterns, and you want to learn how to read chord charts, I have a really good course available called 16 Chords to Jam With. I have it right now on udemy.com, but I'm also thinking about making it available here on YouTube, so check the description for links to that. And don't forget to subscribe and check out my website, Luthdrix.com.